Alright, rant number 4. Taking physical anthropology class and a couple of biology class, you really get to learn how crucial and important randomness and how we came to being really is. And how random our genes at birth really decides if you are, with Down syndrome or not. It's kind of tossed up there. So taking that idea that random plays such an important yet subtle, fact in our lives, I thought of a way to, use that for our major decisions we need to make. And thus I came up with the CFM. CFM is an easy way to determine what you should do. CFM also stands for coin flip method. Now hear me out. You guys, I thought about ethics class. In our ethics class, we're talking about death penalty. Okay, so some of you guys are for death penalty, some guys are for favor for life imprisonment. How do you decide that? I think it should be a coin flip. When they sentencing, the guy's already guilty, we already know that. It's either going to be death or life imprisonment. And then you kind of leave it up to the jury and how much emotional factor plays into it. Let's fuck that. Get rid of all that shit. Have the judge sit there and it's like, okay, you're guilty. Your fate relies on this CFM coin flip method. Now choose heads or tails. Flips. If he wins, he gets to choose which way he gets to die. Well, most likely he'll choose life imprisonment, but he gets to choose. If he loses, it's automatic death penalty. There you go. Solve. Another thing, why don't we have a game for it? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? They have Deal or No Deal. Heads or tails. Just have different brackets, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, shit like that, up to $1 million. And it's all decided on if you can regularly guess heads or tails correctly. And the thing about this game is, we only have one save point, and that's halfway through. And it's about going to be 15 coin flips. So can you really get halfway through? So we have to make it 16. Okay, it'll be 16 coin flips. And at the 8th coin flip, how can you get 8 in a row? It's really hard. And thus, we save a lot of money. Also, dudes, you guys are on dates and shit, and it's the person, you already know it's not really gonna work out and shit, and it's you don't really feel like putting effort into it. It's not gonna be a second date. You just really want to get as far as you can on this one, right? So, what do? You're stuck to sit it out, be respectful and stuff. Not with the CFM. CFM, you flip it. If it comes out heads, fuck it, let's go for it. Let's reach your hand out there, grab something, see what happens. If it doesn't, then, just do regularly. What harm is it, The worst thing that can happen is a 50-50 shot, right? And if it works, you'll be like, oh, fuck, I wish I would have did that. And the way I figure is that people, we need an excuse to rationalize and reason our choices. And then our bad choices that we know are bad, but we want to do anyway, we hide behind alcohol. A lot of us we just want to get drunk so we can do the shit that we really want to do deep down inside. And that way, when shit hits the fan and people start to look at you weird, you're like, oh, dude, I'm drunk. You can't hold me to that. Same thing for this CFM method. If you went for it, it's what the fuck are you doing? Well, CFM caught on. It's well, I just did a CFM. It's oh. It's you must have won. It's yeah. It's oh, well, that's cool. And there you go. Problem solved. Deciding to go to war or not, it's shit. It's should we go to war with them? Heads or tails? There we go. Gone. It's way easy. CFM is the best method I can think of. Better than what we have now. People just arguing and whatnot. Let's just get rid of the arguing and let's stick to the coin. Let's all abide by the heads and tails of the world. And we'll be safe. Flip it. Everyone has a coin. We can have battle duels and shit like that. You remember the quarters game? We used to have duels and out. We'll duel it out. Arena, CFM. It's the future. They had the double stuffed Oreo League. Well, I have CFM, bitches. Nobel Prize 2012.